Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still have the Nile TV International, our today's edition of the breakfast show, and now we're going to talk actually concerning the Egyptian national mega projects, which are supposed to be under the umbrella of Egypt's Vision 2030 strategy, and of course, and under the directives of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the political leadership concerning the timetable, the quality of delivery, and also the standards to comply fully with the international standards. We're going to discuss about enhancing our economic growth, and concerning, of course, under this such national mega projects like the Galala platform and the new capital. We're going to talk about the also many other projects, the new economic zone of the Suez Canal, and also the tunnels under the Suez Canal. We're just delighted to be here, joined in this studio with our prominent guest, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, economics expert and member of the Egyptian-Canadian Council. Dr. Ahmed, great pleasure having you with us.
Good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure.
Well, talking about the national mega projects, and many people were actually against such a projects. So they are paving the way for the FDI and the trying to afford the energy supplies for manufacturers, etc. Also talking about the roads network. That's why many people from the Egyptians, the citizens, were against the budget have been undertaken for such national projects, mega projects. So first of all, would you like to comment about our strategy for the national mega projects?
Yes, first of all, let me send a special thanks to our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for the great support to our Egyptian national project. President Sisi, once he started to be a leader of Egypt, he decided to implement a lot of mega projects related to Egypt. He started by new Suez Canal corridor and new Suez Canal logistics area. After this, we moved to new capital administrative city and the new Ahmed city. After that, we go to upgrading of all infrastructure related to Egypt. Infrastructure like railway, like ports, like roads, launching a lot of new city like Galala city, and so on. So mega project also in the field of industry. We launched and started launching more than electricity power, like Beliswave electricity power and the new capital electricity power. It's 4G in the electricity power by cooperation with Germany especially, and this is support Egypt as Egyptian citizen and support all industry work by electricity in Egypt. And this is also our vision in the future, to depend mainly in electricity and solar energy power like Benban energy power and so on. So mega project now,
and the Daba, of course,
and
the power plant,
and the Alamein. It's already one success model of mega project integrated under the leadership of President Sisi.
Yeah, Dr. Kattab, let's talk in particular about many one particular project out of such a national mega projects. Let's talk first about, for example, the roads network. Through the roads network, or the advance of such roads networks, we're trying to keep the supply chain, we're trying to enhance the FDI, we are trying to afford this and to provide the private sector for how you find the way, through such advancing the roads network, to advance this and to provide the private sector and the FDI with such routes to keep the supply chain between the production spots to the manufacturers?
Yes, in order to be a hub for more for investment, and in order to be a hub as a logistics country, especially Egypt have ports in Red Sea and have ports in Mediterranean Sea, and have a new Suez Canal corridor, new Suez Canal logistic area. So the governmental spend in roads and upgrading the level of roads in Egypt, and upgrading all ports, and upgrading railway, and upgrading airport. All this upgrade lead to more progress and lead to easy logistics between industrial zone and export zone also, and lead to more accepting foreign direct investment, because once investors decide to invest in Egypt. He will investigate first routes, investigate market, investigate government process, investigate digital transformation. Once all this applied in Egypt, so the investor, even it's Arab investor or foreign investor, will decide to invest in Egypt. Now, Egypt have a logistics hub. We connect the all GCC country through the Mediterranean Sea, and we try to support export of oil and gas from the Mediterranean Sea, because now, for example, because of the Iran and USA war, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. So now Egypt depends mainly in export by Mediterranean Sea. So Egypt play a very effective role. Once we have facilitating a route and facilitating in ports and railway and airport, all this process will lead Egypt to be a hub, especially in logistics. And we try to approve some agreement and protocol with Denmark, because Denmark is advanced in logistics, and some many different countries, especially United Arab Emirates, because already United Arab Emirates is most updated in logistics, especially.
Yeah. Talking also in particular about the one of the key mega projects, national projects, like the which costed more than $58 billion, the new capital, and the importance of the new capital, like new blood for the new Egyptian governorate or the new Egyptian Republic. How do you find the importance of the new capital?
New capital administration city. This is a city for, and this is a hub for Arab investment and Egyptian investors also, and investors from all over the world invest now in new capital administration city. Why new capital administration city? Once President decide to inaugurate a new capital for Egypt, he select a wonderful place. New capital city, it's a huge city. All the governors now working from the new capital city. We find a lot of entertainment theaters, and from in new capital city we find sports city. In new capital city we find a lot of money sectors and area located in new administrative capital city, and also a lot of compound, a lot of hotels, and all this the government spend nothing in this new capital city, but a lot of this mega project depend mainly with cooperation with the private sector and the Arab sector and Arab investors and foreign investors also. So the government just spend more in infrastructure routes, and this is the role of the government. But yep, all the
because the private sector, I mean, cannot even take care of the infrastructure. It needs, actually, the private sector needs the way just to be paved for investment directly. The FDI and the private sector, they need to get the energy supply, they need to get the roads network, they get to the legislative infrastructure. I mean, everything just to be made and prepared for investment from the private sector.
This is the role of the government, and this is the wonderful achievement of the Egyptian government. But all the private sector working together with the government sector in order to inaugurate a lot of compound, a lot of malls, a lot of hotels related to serve all the Egyptian citizens and also Arab visitors and foreign visitors. And President Sisi tried all the time to inaugurate a conference or forum from New Capital City in order to send the message to the world. We working from the New Capital City. It's more organized, and it's ready to accept more people, and all of us now try to buy units in New Capital City in order to be in a hub city, and this city will produce a lot of job and create more job for a lot of engineering and employee and all sectors covered in New Capital City, because it's included hub branches and main branch for multinational company located in Egypt, especially it's near to Sokhna coast and near to Cairo and near to all the places, and near also to airport, even it's New Capital City or airport in Nasr City. So I think the wonderful location of New Capital City will lead to more progress and more success in the future.
Yeah, Dr. Kattab, would like also to ask you, I mean, in what way could Egypt actually act as a regional trade hub and logistics hub concerning the energy supply, and in which we made many memos of understanding and many agreements with the European side, especially after the Ukrainian-Russian war. I mean, to supply Europe with the energy, electricity in particular, etc. So through the such new national projects.
Yes, Egypt tried all time to be a hub for logistics, especially. Why logistics? Because China, for example, the China success story started from the logistics. Why China is more success country as in the world? Because China have a wonderful logistics with all over the world. Have a wonderful logistics with USA, with Russia, with Egypt, with India. So if you want to be succeed in any project, try to facilitate the process of logistics. Egypt now, after we launching new Suez Canal corridor and new Suez Canal logistics area, we will be a hub for logistics, especially in liquid gas. Now Egypt a hub in liquid gas export. Why liquid gas? Because we have a memorandum of agreement and a lot of agreement with Qatar, with many country in the Arab area, in order to collect liquid gas and will re-export through the Mediterranean Sea and through the Red Sea before the close of Strait of Hormuz. But till now, we opened the tubes for export the liquid gas.
And there are so many agreements as well concerning this, concerning also the electricity linkage between many countries, between Egypt and Jordan, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, and ministerial, exactly. Also the Egypt and Italy and many European countries to supply them and to provide them with electricity.
Electricity file is very important. For why? Because after the success of Bin solar energy power, we have the choice to apply such this mega project in solar energy power like Bin, because Egypt is a shiny country and we have the fund from Europe Bank and African Bank in this project, solar energy power, because all the multinational bank supporting the green economy depend mainly on solar energy power, and Bin as a success project with the World Bank will be applied another project in order to export of solar energy power related electricity power. Yes, electricity power, and we already have the ability to connect more and more with Arab countries like Saudi Arabia and with foreign country like Italy and like Europe. And according to the Egyptian budget and the Egyptian vision for sustainable development 2030, we will export more electricity power to Europe in the coming 3 or 4 years by maximum.
Well, sir, allow us to watch this report, and concerning that Egypt is accelerating actually its economic power through such national mega projects under the vision of 2030 strategy, and to accelerate its position as a regional energy and logistics hub in the not only in the region but in the whole world. Let's watch this report.
An ambitious development agenda built around large-scale infrastructure, urban and industrial projects designed to deliver broad-based growth and reduce regional disparities. These mega projects span transport, housing, energy, agriculture and logistics, forming the backbone of Egypt's Vision 2030 strategy. The new capital east of Cairo is set to relocate ministries and house 6.5 million residents, easing congestion in Greater Cairo, while creating a new financial and government center. On the Mediterranean coast, New Alamein City is being built as a fourth-generation city with year-round tourism, universities, research centers, and residential districts. Planned for 3 million residents, Alamein includes towers, a heritage district, and an international marina. It aims to transform the north coast from a seasonal resort area into a sustainable economic zone with industry, education, and services. Other new cities include New Mansoura, New Aswan, and expansions in Upper Egypt to absorb population growth. Moreover, Egypt has added over 7,000 kilometers of roads and upgraded key highways linking governorates, Major rail projects include the high-speed electric train network connecting Ain Sokhna on the Red Sea and the new capital, and New Alamein, on the Mediterranean, a 2,000-kilometer system designed to move passengers and freight. Ports are being expanded at Alexandria, Damietta, and Safaga, while the Suez Canal Economic Zone is attracting industry and logistics investment along the canal corridor. These corridors aim to integrate Red Sea and Mediterranean trade and provide alternatives if global choke points like the Strait of Hormuz face disruption. Furthermore, Egypt reached natural gas self-sufficiency and now exports LNG from Etko and Damietta. The Benban solar park in Aswan, one of the world's largest, and wind farms in the Gulf of Suez are expanding renewable capacity. Green hydrogen projects are planned in the Suez Canal zone. Industrial zones in Alamein, Rubiki, and the Golden Triangle are targeting manufacturing, petrochemicals, and building materials to increase exports and local production. Meanwhile, the Decent Life initiative is upgrading villages across Egypt with sanitation, schools, and health units targeting 58 million citizens. The New Delta project and Toshka aim to reclaim over 2 million fidans for wheat and strategic crops to improve food security. National projects also cover digital transformation with the new data centers and fiber networks, plus expanded social housing, universities, and hospitals. Officials cite job creation as a key goal, with millions of direct and indirect jobs generated in construction, manufacturing, and services. The government says these projects are designed to double Egypt's urban area from 7% to 14%, attract foreign direct investment, and make Egypt a hub for trade between Africa, Asia, and Europe.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still at Nile TV International, today's edition of the Breakfast Show, and we are resuming our interview with our dear guest, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, economics expert and member of the Egyptian-Canadian Council. Once again, Dr. Kattab, welcome to our show, and thanks for your time. Well, as we followed on the report, talking about many mega national projects like the Suez Canal Industrial Zone, like the Damietta ports, like Alexandria port, and how developing such a port to get to equip with the new standards of being logistics hub here in the Middle East. Also talking about the not only the national mega project, but it's worldwide national social project, which is a Decent Life or Haya Karima.
Yes.
Also talking about many other projects. How do you find such projects in particular?
Yes, this mega project we start and we related in the last 5 years especially lead to more progress in our economic situation. Nowadays, all the country in all over the world face a lot of a challenge related to some pandemic, related to Russian-Ukraine war and the Iran-USA war. But in Egypt, we still stable. And thanks to our Egyptian military force for continuous protection to Egypt border and Egypt's national security. And this is also one kind of invest. This is related to the mega invest. We are investing in our military force. Now we are safe 100%.
Yep.
And this is lead Egypt to be more
Many
hub.
citizens were actually inquiring concerning this. Why arming, why weaponizing our armed forces? Why now? And we need such a budget for just for food and for... So
No, investment in national security is wonderful. Now, all the key Arab citizens from United Arab Emirates, from Saudi Arabia, stay in Egypt for a long vacation in order to be safe enough.
Yep.
So this is lead to more acceptance of Arab citizens as a tourist in the mega project we launched in Alamein City
Yep.
in the summer.
And this is a year-long city,
Yes.
a resort,
A lot
not
of
only
Arab
a summer.
citizen will buy a flat or buy a villa or buy a or be partner in a resort in North Costa or in Egypt in order to have another home in another Arab country like Egypt, because it's safe 100%. And all my friends from United Arab Emirates send this message: you are in Egypt safe 100%.
Yeah.
And you are very strong economically and also as a national security. And this is lead to it to be a hub for more foreign investment and lead Egypt to invest more and more in logistics, invest more and more in industry, invest more and more in agriculture sector, invest more and more in industry sector, because we are safe. And all the foreign investors come to Egypt to invest in a mega project. And we have a lot of mega project and international company from America, from British, in liquid gas and oil and offshore oil. We have a lot of mega project with Egypt in car industry, even its electricity industry or electric car or normal car. But we have a lot of foreign investors aims to invest in Egypt. Why invest in Egypt? Egypt is ready 100% by industrial zone, by new tax law, new legislation law to investment law,
amending the investment law,
digital transformation, all the process you can do from the mobile application or laptop application, and a lot
they
of
facilitated many procedures as well.
Yes, a lot of governmental approval you can do online, license and so on. So also in Egypt we upgrading and we spend more and more in infrastructure, we spend more in traffic, a lot of railway upgrading to speed railway, airplane in airport in Cairo, airport in Alamein, airport in Alexandria, airport in Luxor, in Marsa Alam, in Sharm. So we cover the connect inside Egypt and outside Egypt.
Airport
Sphinx airport is a wonderful airport, and because it's also the nearest airport to the pyramids and the Grand Museum. And this is facilitates the visitors visit to Egypt. He want to visit pyramids, and after at the end of the day go to Sharm el-Sheikh for snorkeling or for diving. At the end of the day go to Luxor or Gat. So this is lead to more easy life. Also Egypt invests more and more in private inject airplane. This is also we already starting from Al-Maza and in Alamein, and this is also some kind of service related to businessmen. And businessmen also find a lot of luxury hosting, like port, also ports in North Costa, in order to
in El Gona, I mean the yacht tourism as well. Tourism, so this is actually a new field Egypt is penetrating very strongly in the tourism industry. Talking about what you've mentioned, Dr. Kattab, and concerning the added value and enhancing our investment strategy and attracting more direct foreign investments. How do you find the investment, in particular in the Suez Canal logistics zone or industrial zone, as we got so many agreements with Russia, China, India? We got many industrial zones over there, Russian zone, industrial zone, Chinese industrial zone, Indian, etc. And many mega manufacturers have been established over there.
This is related to first, the wonderful location of new Suez Canal logistics area and new Suez Canal corridor, especially after we upgrade in order to be two gateway, not one way. And also the wonderful relation with the President Sisi, with the key president of Russia, of China, because such a mega project not take place even the two leaders of the two countries approved first, because you will be able to protect the money spent, because Russia, for example, is investing more and more in
this is the power of our soft power of diplomacy.
Rated 100% to soft power diplomacy. And at the other side, again, after this industrial zone take place and the cooperation take place, a lot of mega projects related to this industrial zone will take place, and the two countries will facilitate the mutual of trade between each other, and not more. Egypt, all the country looks to Egypt as a main gate for Africa and a main gate for Europe in order to make export and import from this country, and all the stock of raw material located now in Africa. So Europe and China look to Egypt as a main gate for Africa. Because of this, a lot of African company aims to have a strategic place in Egypt in order to facilitate the process of import final goods and services to Europe and to all the countries, especially Russia. And at the same time, Egypt tries to be member in COMESA in order to strengthen the relation with African country, and in the same time member in BRICS with Russian country like Brazil, like China, and so on. So the wonderful relation and the connection between Egypt and all the key countries in the world will facilitate the trade between Egypt and all the world, and between Africa and all the world also.
Yeah. Dr. Kattab, talking also about the other mega projects like the Decent Life or Haya Karima, how it's supposed to enhance the life of like more than 60 million citizens over there in the villages of Egypt, enhancing the infrastructure, the healthcare system, the educational system, creating jobs, building up manufacturers over there. So overall, how you assess the such mega project? But
Yes.
It's not a national one. It's actually has been recognized from the UN that is an international mega project.
Yes, thank you to President Sisi, because President Sisi inaugurated this Decent Life or Haya Karima to all Egyptian citizens, even it's located in Cairo, in Giza, or Alexandria, or some poor governor like Upper Egypt, Asyut, and Kafr Sheikh, and some village in Beheira. So all this village in every governor covered by water sanitation, and by hospitals, by school, and by supporting the upgrading of the River Nile in this place, or upgrading of small canal, in order to start a new reclamation of land, because all the government of Egypt depend mainly in agriculture file. Agriculture need water in order to make reclamation of land, like in Nubaria, in Sadat city, like in Kafr Sheikh, in Upper Egypt, Asyut. And in order to make reclamation of land, you need canal from the River Nile to reach the water to every village. And this is one target of Decent Life. Also support by card in order to send monthly subsidies to every Egyptian citizen. It's a kind of governmental support, support in healthcare.
Plus the empowerment as well. They are encouraging them, especially the women over there in the villages, etc., within the framework of such national mega project, Haya Karima or Decent Life, to be empowered. I mean, to start up projects, small, even and medium-sized projects.
Yes, Egypt today have a lot of women empowerment, especially in village and also in key city like Cairo and Alexandria and Giza. Women empowerment take place 100%. A lot of governmental bank make subsidies by loan, not more than interest, not more than 5% for small SMEs to every Egyptian woman, or also to youth. And we have Tunis village in Fayoum. It's a success story for handcraft and handmade product. All this product export to abroad. And also if you go to Miata or Bursaid, a lot of women and men also working in furniture, and all this final goods and service covering the local market, and in the same time export to many different countries. So it's thanks to the government for supporting the Egyptian citizen by Decent Life, and supporting the Egyptian village, and supporting Upper Egypt, and supporting Sinai citizen also, and all citizens in Egypt covered by this mega project. And thanks to also Women Council, because it supports women in every government, even not only in Giza or Cairo in Egypt, but in all governors like Upper Egypt and like Kafr Sheikh and Beheira. So now the government tries to support every citizen in every place in Egypt.
Yep, well, allow us to go to one of the significant mega projects right away, which is supposed to enhance the smart transport system in Egypt, the public transport system in Egypt, which is the monorail, because today is going to be open the new line of the monorail. Starting Wednesday today, the 6th of May, the Ministry of Transport will open the starting and the phase of the East Nile monorail to the public, and connecting Al-Mushir Tantawi to the new city, or the new capital, and operating daily from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. And this line, or this new line, will advance Egypt's plan to the, of course, to enhance smart public transport system and will ease the operation and the procedures for all the employees of the governmental or the ministerial institutions to go to their works in the new capital comfortably. Let's watch.
The Ministry of Transport announced that the first phase of the East Nile monorail project will begin public service on Wednesday, May 6th. The initial section runs between Al-Mushir Tantawi station and Madinat Al-Adala station in the new capital, with trains operating daily from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This launch is a key milestone in the state's strategy to build a smart, sustainable public transportation network. The monorail is set to strengthen connectivity between New Cairo and the new administrative capital, cutting travel time and providing a modern, comfortable option for commuters. The service is expected to particularly benefit employees working in ministries and government institutions who travel to the new administrative capital daily. The East Nile monorail is part of Egypt's broader mega transport projects aimed at improving mobility, reducing traffic congestion, and supporting economic growth through advanced infrastructure. The monorail project also introduces advanced safety and digital ticketing systems designed to provide a seamless passenger experience with air-conditioned carriages, Wi-Fi connectivity, and accessibility features for people with disabilities. The service aligns with international standards for modern urban transport. Officials noted that upcoming phases will extend the line to serve more districts, further integrating the new capital with Greater Cairo and encouraging greater use of public transportation over private vehicles.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After we watched this report concerning the national mega project and the significant mega project of the monorail, we're resuming our interview with our dear guest, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, economics expert and a member of the Egyptian-Canadian Council. Dr. Kattab, once again, welcome to our show.
My pleasure.
Well, talking in particular about the monorail, how it's supposed to enhance Egypt's commitments to sustainable and advanced public transportation.
Yes, first of all, let me send my congratulations to all Egyptian citizens for inaugurating of monorail first phase from Mushir Tantawi to New Capital City. And today our President Sisi inaugurated this new phase of monorail. And this will lead to facilitate the transportation of all Egyptians to visit New Capital City by very easy way and very low cost, but compared to the private sector transportation, and this is very
comparing with the quality, of course,
with quality and safety,
yes,
and it's sustainable 100% because it's working by electricity, no any kind of CO2 or any kind of pollution, so it's matching with all international standards of transportation, and thanks to Minister of Transportation.
And first of all, of course, it will not be stuck in the rush hour because it's high.
Yes,
so
you can visit New Capital City starting from Mushir Tantawi station until you reach, I think, not more than 15 minutes, and this is very accepted to everyone to go and enjoy New Capital City. Thanks to the Minister of Transportation, General Kamel Wazir, because you do a wonderful achievement. Even we are facing, and till now you face a lot of challenges related to key cross and some challenge in order to start a lot of second and third phases of this monorail, because it will reach to 6th of October, for example, and this is a huge investment of also Egyptian government and a huge investment in this mega project. We hope more upgrading in infrastructure, especially infrastructure into transportation working by electricity, because it's matching with Egypt vision for sustainable development 2030. Thanks to everyone working in this project, and we hope to integrate the second and third phase as soon as possible, because it will facilitate the transportation of every Egyptian citizen in order to reach to work or reach to business meeting in time and in a very cheap price. I think this monorail also will be connected with airport like Cairo Airport and the New Alamein Airport and New Capital City Airport, and this will help Egyptian citizens to use all time, because in every country all citizens depend mainly on underground and on monorail transportation, because it will be safe and very cheap compared to each other kind of transportation.
Yep. How it will also, be of great added value to the economy as well.
Yeah, such a transportation by monorail, for example, it will be a great value to the economy. Why? Because everyone use the monorail as a kind of transportation. It will spend use of his personal car, for example, and this stop use of personal car will stop use of expense more in fuel, on oil and gas, and this is also very effective to every student starting study in new capital city, in all new university launched in new capital city, because it will be a very easy transportation. And so if every employee and every student go by monorail, it will minimize the expenditure of in oil and gas, and also on the jam traffic on roads, because if you go by monorail, you will let the chance to other car to go through the regular infrastructure by car or by buses. So I think if you make a visit by monorail, it will be very easy, and it will be very low cost compared to each other kind of transportation. And this
Yes, Dr. Kattab. Talking about the localizing the strategic national industries and how it's made in Egypt is supposed to be transferred from being a mere slogan into a new strategy, a new national strategy. And this is what the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi had announced a few days ago. And actually, under this, we're talking about the Arab Organization for Industrialization. They obtained the global MFI certification. It's adapters made special for Apple, iPad and iPods. And they got the certification from one of the mega worldwide company or manufacturer like Apple for this. So how can you find the, first of all, the slogan made in Egypt, linking this with the achievement of the Arab Organization of Industrialization?
Yes, Egypt all time try to make a localization of industry, and with every B2B business to business meeting with visitors from Canada, visitors from America, from China, related to B2B meeting between the Egyptian businessman and the Chinese businessman, for example, we aim at the end to participate to each other in a product, like for example electric car from China, and we hope to starting new electricity car industry with cooperation with China. Why? In order to cover first the local market, and then
they're building now a manufacturer for cars here in Egypt.
Yeah. In Egypt with cooperation with China. Why China? Because China cover 85% of the
number
world.
One, even more than the American e-cars.
Yes. Yes, and this is also matching with the strategy of Egypt Vision for Sustainable Development 2030, and will be a main way to make a cost saving and expenditure in the fuel sector. So a lot of mega projects also related to mobile, laptop, and so on, and equipment and the machine will be made in Egypt with cooperation with international and the multinational company from all over the world, especially China and India, for example, related to IT program especially. And AI, we applied AI in Egypt now, and all the university in Egypt studying and AI, because AI will lead the future in the coming 10 or 20 years by maximum the end of 2030. So Egypt try all time to starting cooperation with a foreign industry and a foreign multinational company.
Yep, I'm talking in particular about this achievement of the Arab Organization for Industrialization. Why? Because such a great organization like Apple, they are so closed for just the productions or the products of their own. So they never allow other countries or other manufacturers to go for and to produce products for their own. So this is supposed to be a great achievement for the Egyptian industry, meeting the international standards and also the safety, quality, etc. So it's a great achievement for the Egyptian industry.
This is a wonderful achievement from the government, because once you have a lot of international agreements related to key industry like mobile, like cars. So in order to be takes all the approval, so you meet the quality 100%, and also you meet the safety, and you meet the requirement from the mother company, even it's from China or from America. By the way, I'm working with the American company starting from 2020. 10 in the field of car industry. So the mother company in USA applied all policy and procedure to the company located here in Egypt in order to produce car similar 100% to the car produced in USA. So in order to take all this advantage and requirement, you should follow the policy and procedure of the mother company. And this will also lead to more experience to the Egyptian team, even its employee or engineering or in a managerial level. So all your employee will be upgrading, and all the experience to your team also will be upgrading, and all the policy and procedures will apply during the whole process sector, and also upgrading of the industrial sector located in Egypt in order to matching with the international standard. And this is also another gain of this cooperation.
Yep. Do you believe that this is, a step forward for establishing a new manufacturing even here? Because such organization, they have only manufacturers in the United States and in China. So it may be a step forward for establishing a manufacturing here in Egypt,
yes,
maybe?
Yes, a lot of international and multinational companies take industry in China and in India, looks to Arab country, and see all the multinational company preferred Egypt because Egypt is a hub, and Egypt is a key country not only in Middle East but also in Africa. So all the multinational company in USA aims to enter to African country. All this company preferred first to start inauguration in Egypt, and after this make export to all Middle East and Africa through Egypt. Before this time, they preferred United Arab Emirates. Why Emirates? Because Emirates is really 100% in infrastructure. But nowadays, Egypt make a competition to United Arab Emirates because Egypt is most updated, and Egypt is still have more advantage compared to United Arab Emirates or Saudi Arabia. But at the end, we already have a wonderful and good relation between Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates, and we support each other as an Arab country. But now I'm sending a message about Egypt. Egypt is national security is safe 100%, more than any Arab country in the region, and even Egypt is a hub because it's
crystal clear. We don't know even to say this. It's a crystal clear that Egypt is the most ever safest place in the world, in the whole world. Dr. Ahmed Kattab, economics expert and member of the Egyptian Canadian Council. Many thanks for your insights and for being with us. Thank you indeed. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave you with this report with the Prime Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, and the meeting with the economic group and the stakeholders for following up the recent programs and the progress been taking place in the national mega projects, and also concerning the economic agenda of Egypt and accelerating such transparency and the current economic and the current context with such stakeholders. Thank you.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli continues to actively manage Egypt's economic portfolio, chairing regular meetings with the Ministerial Economic Group and other key stakeholders. The discussions center on accelerating industrial and economic growth across the country. Key priorities include localizing strategic industries to reduce import dependence, promoting domestic and foreign investment, and improving the business climate. As part of these efforts, the government is implementing a new fourth package of tax incentives specifically designed to support small and medium-sized enterprises. The measures aim to ease financial burdens on smaller businesses and create more job opportunities. The initiative aligns with Egypt's broader strategy to boost manufacturing, increase exports, and strengthen private sector participation in economic development. The government's focus on small businesses is also being paired with streamlined procedures and expanded access to industrial land, making it easier for entrepreneurs to launch and scale operations. Officials emphasize that regular follow-up with the private sector will ensure the incentives are practical and responsive to market needs, reinforcing confidence in Egypt's economic reform path. Egypt's economy remains strong and has shown resilience amid global economic challenges, supported by consistent governance and structural reforms. Officials credit disciplined fiscal management and ongoing development programs for helping the country maintain stability, attract investment, and protect growth drivers during periods of external pressure.